do. Thanks a lot. Yeah, that's another one from back there. Well, this is a song from around 1980 something. This is a Chris Isaak song. Desires will make foolish lovers do. I never dreamed that I'd love somebody like you. Oh, I never dreamed that I'd lose somebody like you. Oh, I don't wanna fall in love. Oh, what a wicked game you play. You make me feel this way. What a wicked thing to do, to make me dream of you. What a wicked thing to say. You never felt this way. What a wicked thing to do, to make me dream of you. Oh, fall in love. Oh, I don't wanna fall in love with you. Oh, with you. The world was on fire. No one could save me but you. Strange what desires will make foolish lovers do. I never dreamed that I'd love somebody like you. No, I never dreamed that I'd lose somebody like you. Oh, thanks a lot, thank you. That's such a great song. The video's great too, if you see it on watch it once. It's an old Beatles song. wanted me. She showed me her room. Isn't it good? Norwegian wood. She told me to stay and she'd ask me to sit anywhere. I looked around and I noticed there wasn't a chair. So I sat on her rock, biding my time, drinking her wine. We talked until 2, and then she said, it's time for bed. She worked in the morning and started to lie. And I told her I didn't, then crawled off to sleep in the back. And when I awoke, I was alone. This bird had flown. Fire, isn't it good? Norwegian wood. Oh, thanks a lot. I'll tune this up again here. And it's great to get with Michael, my brother. Timmy couldn't make it tonight. Now, I told him, somebody's going to clap when I said Timmy's not going to make it tonight. And I did, sure enough.
You're clapping.
I'm just kidding you. I don't.
Yeah, I know. I'm not going to tell him. EVB.
What's that?
I know. Right behind you all the way.
This is Pilgrim song.
Yeah.
This, at one point in my life, I taught history. That's where this song came from. This is a song called, what's it called? Oh, the Pilgrim Song. Pilgrim Song. And it's had a lot of changes. This is its current form. Across the ocean deep and wide, there were 53 who lost their lives. And in the winter months they fought and died, and never were they broken. They were women, children, husbands too, that set up for a world anew. They were pilgrims from a foreign land, and soon to be American. And they were wooden tools in settlers' hands that sowed the seeds into the land. And the winter months turned into years, oh, but never were they broken. Dreaming they all come to be, oh, they saw the forest for the trees. And now the time was right to plant again, the seeds of freedom growing, searching for a freer land. As fled the tyrant's hand, for a place to go and live free, putting all they had in dreams. They'd sail the 7 seas for a chance to do just what they please. In those early Union halls came the Declaration. Oh, let that freedom bell ring loud and let it fill the nation. Oh, they crossed the ocean deep and wide. There were 53 who lost their lives when in the winter months they fought and died. Oh, never were they broken, searching for a freer land as fled the tyrant's hand, for a place to go and live free. Putting all they had in dreams, they'd sail the 7 seas for a chance to do what they please. Across the ocean, deep and wide, there were 53 who lost their lives.
Oh, thanks a lot. Thank you. Very good. Thanks very much. Well, this is I was sitting in Michael's living room a couple years ago, and I wrote this song. I was on vacation, so it became the vacation song.
I'm gonna stay in a cabin in the middle of the woods. I'm gonna turn off the power, get back like I should. Just you and me up in the wild. Yeah, we're getting back to nature, dropping out a while. Yeah, we're going on vacation, baby, even get a tan. Leave the work and blues behind us, baby, that'll be a plan. Just you and me on our own. Yeah, we're getting back to nature, turning off the phone. You know we work so hard all through the year. Now the dreams we've been dreaming, well, they're finally here. Take me, baby, on a sea cruise, on the deep and briny blue. Or we can stay up in the mountains, maybe climb 1 or 2. Just you and me, kicking off our shoes, yeah, getting back to nature, oh, shaking off the blues. Yeah, we're going on vacation, maybe for a little while. I'm gonna wake up every morning with a great big smile. Just you and me on the road alone. Yeah, we're getting back to nature, living in the zone. You know we work so hard all through the year. Now the dreams we've been dreaming, well, they're finally here. You know the dreams we've been dreaming, well, they're finally here. The dreams we've been dreaming, well, they're finally here.
Yeah, thanks a lot. Thank you. This is Vacation Land. So. And you know what goes hand in hand with vacation is having a boat. Michael's got a couple. I don't have any.
Yeah, I got a couple.
I wasn't allowed growing up to do that. If I had a boat, so.
If I had a boat, I'd go out on the ocean. If I had a pony, I would ride him on my boat. We could all together go out on the ocean, set me upon my pony on my boat. And if I were Roy Rogers, I surely would be single. I couldn't bring myself to marry an old Dale. It'd just be me and Trigger. We go riding through those movies. Oh, we'd buy a boat, on the sea we'd sail. If I had a boat, I'd go out on the ocean. If I had a pony, I would ride him on my boat. We could all together go out on the ocean, set me upon my pony on my boat. You know, the mystery masked man was smart, and he got himself a Tonto. The Tonto did the dirty work for free. Oh, but Tonto, he was smart. One day says Kemo-sabe, oh, kiss my ass, I bought a boat, and I'm going out to sea. If I had a boat, I'd go out on the ocean. If I had a pony, I would ride him on my boat. We could all together go out on the ocean. I set me upon my pony on my boat. And if I were a lot of lightning, I wouldn't need no sneakers. I would come and go wherever I would please. I'd scare 'em by the shade tree, oh, I'd scare 'em by the light pole, but I would not scare my pony on my boat out on the sea. And if I had a boat, I'd go out on the ocean. If I had a pony, I would ride him on my boat. We could all together go out on the ocean, set me upon my pony on my boat. Set me upon my pony on my boat.
Thanks a lot, thank you. I'm still waiting for a boat. But who knows? Who knows? What, huh? Yes, the pony's next. After the boat.
Yeah, after the boat, the pony's next.
Yeah. Alphabetical order, I gotta go with that. This is a little song called My Aunt Obie's Real. Thanks a lot, thank you. I'm always tuning this thing. I'm gonna do a couple of tunings in a weird tuning.
Don't do it weather. Can you hear that?
This is a tuning called Dad Gad Cooning. And it's a nice tuning. And I always have to check because my ears don't work that good.
Your brother might.
What?
Your brother might be in here.
He's right there. Yeah.
Can't hear him though.
Oh, you
Oh,
can't.
you don't need to.
Oh, okay. They just make him believe, right?
Yeah, I think it's. Hi.
Do Shib Shimour, the oldest song I know. Let you do it.
This is the oldest song I know. It's a song that was written in the 1600s. It's called Shib Shimour. Thanks a lot, thank you. It's always a nice song to play in the evening. It just seems to float out there with it better. This is an old Bob Dylan song to change things right around. Somewhere out of here, cried the joker to the thief. There's so much confusion, I can't get no relief. There's a man, he drink my wine, and the plowman dig my earth. There are many here along that line who don't know what it's worth. No, they don't know. Excited, feet kindly spoke. There are many here along that line who think that life's a joke. You and I were not like that, you know this is not our fate. Let's not talk falsely now, cause the hour is getting late. You know the hour is getting late. down along the watchtower where the princess kept the view, while all other women there and the barefoot servants too. Out there in the distance a wildcat did growl, two riders were approaching, you know the wind began to howl, you know the wind began to howl. Oh, thanks very much. Well, I'm going to do this song, I guess, take a 2-minute break. 2 minutes. No, 2 minute, 5 minute, I don't know. This is an old Leo Cocky song. It's a fun song to play. It's called Jack Fig and Cripple Creek. much. Thanks a lot. I'll just take a couple-minute break here just to regroup, and I don't know if Pete's got anything to say. No, he's nothing to say, so.
Pretty happy.